So wholesome.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's gonna be like, what just happened? Like I don't even know what just happened.
Yeah, you never know. Even though I literally did that just so I could share everything. I did not share a single thing. A minute's not a
Sure.
long time.
Okay. Yeah, Austin used the load up time there of the suspense of it loading to share everything on Facebook.
I'm getting there. I'm
So
getting there. I'm
what's
getting
up, Austin?
there. Another day in paradise. How about you?
Yeah, just chilling.
Okay. All right. So I shared just my personal Facebook and then our house hack group page that we got, which people don't really use a whole lot. I mainly just use it to share things around, but
Yeah,
either way, I think it's good. Yeah, man.
I'm
How
gonna do the
things still
same
with you?
thing. Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah. A couple days.
Like Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah. Thursday really wasn't a good day for me.
Oh, bowling wise? Yeah, no.
Well, work wise and bowling wise, it was just a
Oh,
long day.
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one of the downsides of bowling league. I feel like during the week is like if you don't really have a good work day and you don't
Yeah.
have a good you don't have a good night of league either, it just kind of like ruins everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But anyways, what's up, guys? We're back for a little strike of conversation, trying to bring it back, and
2025.
yeah, 2025. It's a new year, and we're just trying to get on here and talk and let everybody know what we're doing and what we got going on and our opinions, and we don't really care if you like them or not.
Yeah, striking hot takes. If people really want to hear them.
Yeah.
Not that I really have anything controversial really ever to say. Which is
No.
actually a lie. I got a lot of
No.
controversial things I would like to say, but it's not really that real, liked if you do that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I don't really expect to really have a whole lot of viewers with it being a Saturday on the afternoon. But you never know. Some people might come in, might want to watch. Might
They may go back and watch it later. It's
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
kind of the idea. And
And
that's kind
those
of
of you that do go back and watch it later, thank you.
yeah. Because the idea is always kind of like if you do go back and watch, great. And if you do have something you really want to ask or really want to talk about or whatever, or just want opinions or whatever, I can go ahead and just say it. That way I ain't got to make a whole entire video later to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. I've been wanting to do this again for a while, and just things never really lined up. And I figured if you really want to do it, you just got to do it. You know what I mean? So,
Yep, you do. Yeah,
before, go
we've
ahead.
been trying to do some more stuff. We've been talking about it for a while now about doing more videos and trying to do more stuff like during league and whatnot. And sometimes we forget, especially when we're bowling like crap. We're like, you know what? I don't know if I really want to take a video of me throwing a ball tonight.
Yeah, I totally get it. But before we really get into really anything crazy, did you know that you went viral on TikTok again yesterday?
Oh, the one that you shared of me?
Yeah.
Madison showed me, and she's like, "This is hilarious," and I was like, "I did not know he put that on there."
Well, it's funny because like I'll go ahead and show it real quick. I can pull it up on here so if people haven't seen it. Yeah, like that's fine. So this is our TikTok page from browser, so it looks a little weird. You see that right there? 56.1 thousand.
Really?
Yeah, it got pretty
I
big.
mean, out of my hand, that was a great shot.
Oh no, I went to the wrong one. There we go. So I had to mute it because of the song that I'm using. It's from a One Direction song. I didn't want to
Yeah,
I didn't want to get copyrighted on here, but to set the scene, I'm gonna go ahead and sing it for y'all. It's like, and I'm so down. I made a mistake. Da, 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 I thought I
yeah,
knew the words, but I don't.
no, I don't think you do.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
Madison was. I didn't even see it. Madison showed it to me yesterday, and I was like, "Really?"
it's funny because when the TikTok ban was going on, the dark times, I kind of made a video the other day on there saying that it sucks it's getting deleted because there's a lot of really cool stuff on here. But since then, I've been kind of posting little things here and there, mainly just following trends. And there's this trend going around of I'm sure you've seen it of this song and people putting you're so funny. And then you guys say thanks. The reason I'm so funny is because my life is basically terrible, kind of in that kind of realm. So I was like, well, this kind of it's like thanks. I suck at bowling. That's why my life's so great.
Am I not subscribed to us?
Oh my god, man.
Well, it said subscribe, but it was wanting me to pay for it. I'm like, I'm not going to pay for my own stuff.
But yeah, I just wanted to show that because I didn't know if
Look
you
at that. I mean, I still gotta get up to Cody though, and his 2 million views he's got on that one.
it's funny because like there's probably a few more million views that we don't really know about just because the way that TikTok works is like unless I like physically scroll through and there's so many videos on here. I don't know
Yeah,
how many of these really are in the millions. I know that I highlight 3 of them at the top. And
yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't even highlight our big one just because it don't really have anything to do with us. But
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with us, but I mean, hell, you posted it, and it got what, like 12 million views, and
I
then
think
you
it's in the
reposted it,
yeah. Yeah, it's
and then it got like another like 10 million views, and
yeah.
I'm like, what the
That's what I'm saying. That's what
hell?
I'm saying. It's crazy. But yeah, you can see that stuff at House at Bowling on TikTok. That's probably
Yep,
where a majority of people see it anyway. I don't even know if we even are live on TikTok right now.
we are.
We are? Okay. Maybe I
Yeah,
just
I
can't see it
clicked
because
it.
I'm actually on it. Okay. Maybe it's probably just because I'm on the account right now. It may not let you see it if you're actually
Yep,
on it. Okay.
we are
That's cool.
live right now on TikTok. If
With the
anybody
big
wants
one
to
viewer.
look, yeah,
There we go.
we got one viewer.
I think it's you.
Oh yeah, probably me. Yeah, we have one viewer. It's me.
Yeah. Oh well. No matter. But yeah, man. Anything going on bowling wise that you really want to talk about, or in your bowling life, or
Well, as most people don't know, me and Austin kind of swapped roles with things where Austin is on Storm staff now, and I am a free agent. I
True.
can throw whatever I want, whenever I want, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of nice. Not knocking Brunswick. Ebonite, which it was Ebonite International before Brunswick took over, and not knocking them, not knocking Brunswick at all, because I mean, they kept me around for what, like 9, 10 years, something like that. So,
yeah,
and honestly, I mean, I would have had a chance to stay again, but as far as I know, anyways. But I just kind of got to that point where it was time to branch out and throw a little bit of everything, and just, I mean, I'm not saying the equipment was bad. I
got tired
think
of
it
it.
was just time. Yeah, it was just time for a change. Just kind of got tired of, some of the stuff I was getting and whatnot. And
Yeah, I don't think
uh,
people know that, like, especially if you don't really throw a wide majority of different companies or whatever. But there are
yeah,
like certain like character traits that certain companies share. You know what I mean?
mhm,
Where like
mhm.
when you throw like a Brunswick ball versus a Storm ball versus like a Motive ball versus a Pyramid ball or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they all have. Yeah, the only reason I throw Pyramid is I know you throw Pyramid now too. But like I feel like the Motive stuff is always like for me before I signed with Storm. You know, the lightning bolt. Uh, when I was throwing some Motive, it always felt super strong and like really but smooth though. And then like the Brunswick stuff at the time was just so strong and like it was early, it shaped a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of feel like that was part of the reason why I swapped. And like I said, I'm not knocking Brunswick, not talking bad
Mhm.
whatsoever. I appreciate them keeping me on during the switch. Whenever they bought Ebonite International out, they kept me on for several, what, I think like 4 years, four or
Yeah.
5 years after that. And, I greatly appreciate that and the opportunity and whatnot. But I just kind of was getting that feeling where everything that I was getting, no matter what layout I put on it, no matter what surface I had on it, it
That was
was
way too much.
just extremely strong.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I just got to that point to where, hell, I was just getting tired of having to, okay, I'm starting against the ball return for league, trying to throw the balls that I like, and the balls that roll well, which, don't get me wrong, they still rolled well. The shape was there, the motion was there. No carry problems, anything like that. I mean, most everything I threw hit like a truck, in the pins, but
Yeah.
it's just everything hooked so freaking much for me.
Mm-hmm.
And, and like I said, it really didn't matter what layout I did. They were all the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of, and I'm not saying that I'm scoring any better.
Well,
let's not throw that out there, because my physical game is absolutely horrible at the moment. But I just feel like I have more versatility now, being able to throw other stuff and not be. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't limited by any means.
Oh, you definitely have variety.
I
But I
had
felt like even the variety. Yeah.
Yeah, I had 7 brands to choose from, and they release a ton of bowling balls every year. So
Yeah.
I
I
had
mean,
plenty of variety, but I just felt like there was a lot of stuff that wasn't matching up to what I was wanting to do. Now, some of them did, and the majority of them did, but it's still, I don't know. Like I said, it was just time for a change, time to be able to throw some more stuff. And before I even signed with Columbia, I threw a ton of motive stuff. Never really threw a whole lot of storm stuff, which we've ventured into that, but never really threw a whole lot of storm stuff. But I wanted something different. I wanted to be that guy.
Yeah, you kind of came into a weird time where like the storm stuff rolled different than it historically has. Because I feel like now, well, especially the first year that I officially was signed with Storm, we had a lot of, I'm not going to say bad reactions, but we had a lot of really niche kind of like they were just a lot weaker than what I historically know Storm to be.
Yeah.
And then even then, like you sprinkled in some of the really strong stuff. But there was more variety than ever before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now, it's all really good. I feel like everything that Storm has in this lineup is really, really good. Like,
I mean, I've honestly not seen anything bad from any of the stuff that you've gotten. You, Chris, Frank, any of y'all. Like, I mean, I'm not seeing anything bad right now.
no, like I said, the
that's
only
coming out.
real like bad storm ball that I feel like I have thrown was probably that Sunstorm. That was probably the worst bowling ball I've ever.
Okay, I'm about to say you better watch it now. You remember the last time you said something like that?
I know, and it's storm too. But
Yeah.
no,
No, I will be honest. That Sunstorm is not what I thought it was going to be.
and it was like I said, it was limited release. They didn't really like massively produce it, so I mean, it's pretty fair game for that ball. But
I don't know if you paid attention or not, but I did actually bring it in.
I know.
Thursday.
I was going to ask you about Thursday.
Austin gave me that ball a while back, and because he's like, dude, I just don't like this thing. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I was like, let me try it out. I mean, I don't know that I've ever even thrown it until Thursday night. Now, keep in mind, I use my thumb, and Austin does not. Now, this ball doesn't have a thumb hole in it, but I did strike twice in practice with it because I was curious. Now,
I think the issue I had
it didn't hook a lot. Like, I gave it a lot at the bottom and threw it really slow to get it in the pocket.
The issue that I had with it was like the first shot that I threw with it, it would hook miles. By miles, I mean like that much, maybe.
Kind of like urethane does. Like
it reacts
like if
a lot
you were
like
throwing a purple or a pitch black or something like that. Yeah,
that's the thing. It does react a lot like a urethane ball, and it just gets weaker and weaker the more you throw it. It just becomes kind of unreliable. But besides that, everything's been great. I really like the level. I really like the Excel. I don't have everything in here, but like some stuff's in my car, some stuff's out here because I'm getting some stuff ready for like our practice tomorrow. But the physics blackout's really good. I like that one a lot. So I mean, like, and the good thing is about all those balls that I mentioned, they all react totally different.
Yeah,
and that's kind of a good thing. Where I felt like when I was throwing some of the Brunswick stuff before I signed, like they were all so similar.
Yeah,
from weak to strong. You know what I mean?
They were all really early. I felt like,
yeah.
And either never stopped or never hooked down lane.
Yeah. But I mean, that's just kind of just how I feel about it. But
hello, Chris.
We can kind of get off that. What did you bowl this week? Like score wise?
Tuesday. I'll be honest, I do not remember.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is it was enough to win 3.
I think I got when you sent it to me. Now that I'm talking about it, I don't think it was nothing crazy.
No, I think I shot like 590 or something like
Yeah,
that, if I'm not
590.
mistaken. But now Thursday, the first two games, so we bowled the vacant Thursday night.
Mhm.
And the first game I had to punch to win my point.
Really?
and it's just within 10 and I'm averaging 205. So I punched for 196.
Yeah.
And then the second game I had to punch again to win my point and I did not, so I lost my point. But then the last game I had the front six.
Yeah.
And I only shot 220 cuz I opened in the 10th, but I was throwing the absolute power on the left lane, playing up 10,
Mhm.
and I was almost in front of the ball return on the right lane, throwing the iron pro, just
Okay.
letting it eat.
Yeah. I didn't bowl Tuesday. I wasn't there, but I bowled Thursday, and I think I shot like 540, maybe. I don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm not throwing it bad. I just can't
yeah,
get nothing going for me. And I've
yeah. And I
also
also
bowled.
feel like they've been a little weird.
Yeah, averages are kind of down in general. You got those sprinkles of people there and there that are still bowling really good. Like I think I saw like name tag have like 470 at the
Yeah,
turn Thursday. I think.
dude. Jack bowled good too,
Well,
man.
I'm saying like
He had like 460 something, I think, and shot 290 the last game on 1 and 2, which
yeah.
is a feat in itself.
Which I've also noticed that like the more I guess I shouldn't say more, the less I put into it, like
Hmm.
effort wise and rev wise, the better it
The
is.
more you
I don't know.
strike,
I don't know why it is that way,
yeah.
but I don't know. Like it got better, but I've also bowled like a blind for the past 2 weeks, and I'm like 1 and 8 point wise because I just cannot.
Nice.
I mean, it's just that added pressure of knowing what you need to bowl. I guess I've just been bowling
Mhm.
awful, and I'm trying to think if I bowled anything else recently besides league, and then when we bowled bracket challenge a couple weeks ago. That was about really all
Yeah.
I bowled, and
Boy,
there's
that was rough.
nothing to really brag about there either. I think I got
No,
a
that
video
was
of
that was
that
rough.
too. Actually,
That was really rough.
yeah, that was one of the more interesting. I have bowled on long patterns before in my life, but I have never bowled on a long pattern where I had to play the
Like
angles that
that.
I did. Yeah, that's just not.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
could.
you typically wouldn't think when you're bowling on 50 feet and it's 38 mils that you would have to stand right there.
Yeah, and I mean, basically lay it down on like
Yeah.
36, 37, something like that.
Now, granted, that was like game 4, but still. If you got the
That was last game, I'm
ball,
pretty sure.
if you tried to play right at all, it just wasn't there.
That was an Ion Pro too. That's not a real strong ball by
Yeah.
any means.
Yeah.
It's not really a weak ball either, but it's not strong like at all.
Yeah.
Just smooth, really.
Now my on pro, so I feel like the more I've thrown it,
Uh
the
huh.
more it hooks.
Hmm.
And honestly, it's pretty strong,
That's good.
but
It's just not that strong for me.
it is very smooth and
Mhm.
very continuous,
Yeah,
which is the motion that I like.
yeah. I I really like the ball. It's kind of been one of those. It's either in play or it's not. But I've also noticed that it's most time it's in play when nothing else really is. And I think
Mhm.
I've told you that too. Like, and it fits in those weird windows.
Yeah.
And like I said, I had no look that day with really anything, so I kind of just went with that. But I did order a um, IQ Tour though.
Yeah, yeah, I remember you telling me that. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I ain't had one in a very long time, and I want to try something a little different on it.
I'm probably gonna order this guy right here. We were talking about it the other night,
I don't think I remember actually.
and I get on
Oh right, yeah.
Bowler X, and they got them on sale,
Okay.
which I don't think that's a bad price considering how expensive
Motive
motive
balls
bowling balls
are.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it, and I mean all bowling ball companies are going that way. Storm
yeah.
stuff, their higher end stuff is getting more expensive,
It,
but I feel like overall the motive stuff has been some of the most expensive stuff. Like as far as like ball MSRP and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I mean, this doesn't anything on just how I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying anything bad on Motive. I'm actually mentioning the Storm Ball right now. It just shows you just how expensive like bowling balls are just in general. So we had someone come in the other day and they bought a IQ Tour 78, the urethane ball. After drilling and tax and card fee, which that's a whole other thing. They walked out with and inserts. Let's throw inserts in this too. You were looking at like $240 after everything.
Bowl balls are expensive, man.
They are. They really are expensive, and just
they're way more expensive than they used to be.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just the way it is. Everything's expensive right now, but and it's kind of like so unless that's why you kind of see a lot of people that are either on staff have a lot of bowling balls, just because for the most part these balls are basically given to us for very cheap or little. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they're not like cheap, but if you consider what the MSRP is based off of what the staff guys pay, it is a considerable difference.
Oh no, I totally 100% agree. But that's kind of like every time when someone comes in now, I try to really make sure that they know kind of what they're looking for and what they want, just because I know how expensive bowling balls are, and I know how mad people get when they get something and they don't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And honestly, I try to really steer people away from some of the really, really strong stuff. Like, we had someone come in the other day, and they wanted a Ion Max, which, great ball. Rolls really good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of ball. And but it's also a lot of ball in the sense of it's really early. So depending on how you throw it, it may not look all that great for you. If you expect a lot of down lane reaction or whatever.
Yeah.
And we talked about back and forth, and then he showed me what he had, and he talked about what he wanted and what he was using it for. He ended up getting it, but it was also one of those like, I'm glad that he understood why he needed it instead of just thinking I need a new
and what he was getting into.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Some people just don't really know, and bowling balls are a little what's the word? Confusing, because they all look similar, but they all do so many different things, even though if you can't really see it rolling down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people, and don't get me wrong, I'll do it sometimes too, but a lot of people buy a ball based off of appearance.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of balls that I've bought that based off appearance that roll excellent.
Oh, I mean,
there are some that I have bought based off of appearance that are absolutely horrible. Like, I mean, just not good. Like, it looks good rolling down the lane, but it does not do good on the lane. You know what I mean? And it's like, and a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people's like, oh, well, I like the way the ball looks. It's got to roll good. No, sometimes it just does not. No matter.
So you're talking about Kayla right now.
See, I didn't say that. That's on you. She does buy balls based off of appearance. She likes a certain color, and it's fine.
Yeah, people do.
Most of the time, they roll good.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like, though, when y'all did that little switch or whatever and pushing her to 16 pounds, which most women don't throw 16 pounds, but she throws the hell out of it anyways.
Yeah.
But I really feel like that did help a lot.
Mm-hmm. It slowed her down a little bit.
Yeah. Slowed her down, helped her ball reaction, all that stuff.
And I did think using the 16 along with actually knowing what her positive access point was helped a lot too, because it kind of got everything in the. I also realized just how strong her stuff was being drilled beforehand, and on top of these really strong balls, on top of it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like it made it basically not want to hook at all. Yeah. But no, she really does like it. And like you're talking about people that buy bowling balls off, aesthetically, or they buy bowling balls off name. That's why you have there's so many people in Hickston right now that have 3 Black Widows, even though they all fairly do the same thing.
Yeah, when I worked in the pro shop, I always knew, and I would always tell whoever I was working under or whatever, you need to make sure that when this Black Widow comes out that we have plenty, because I am going to sell the hell out of them. I mean, I'll be honest. That's one of the biggest, in my opinion, one of the biggest selling balls.
Oh yeah, by
A
far.
Black Widow series ball. I mean, it's not every day that you walk into a bowling center when a ball like that comes out, and you literally damn near see one on every rack. That
Yeah,
doesn't happen,
it's very
except
rare.
for that ball.
Every now and then there'll be one that comes out that a lot of people just gravitate towards.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Black Widows
yeah. It
sell
doesn't matter what
through
it
them.
is. Yeah,
Tony,
it don't matter.
yeah,
It don't matter what cover they put on it. It don't matter what core they put in it, which they all got the same core. But it
yeah,
doesn't matter what cover they put on it. It doesn't matter what color it is. You can make a brown one, and they would buy it.
yeah. Tony told me he drilled 5 the other day, and I told
Of
him
the
that's
new
pretty
ones.
low. Yeah, I said that's pretty low considering because of how much they sell. It's like
Yeah,
I think like the Blue Hammer was like that, the Zen was like that, the Phase
yeah,
3. Like I said, just balls that everyone just seems to really gravitate toward for
yeah,
just because of how they look, and I think name plays a part, but
yeah.
just the way it
Absolutely.
is.
Yeah.
Have you been? I kind of mentioned it earlier. So has the pyramid stuff been working out really well for you?
So I've got, I bought that ball during the summer
Mm-hmm.
or for the summer. So
Oh, that's right. You haven't. I forgot you had the yellow one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So just to tell everybody, so during the summer I decided to bowl with no thumb, only because I felt like that my game last year, toward the end of the year, was so horrible. My physical game, I was like, I need to do something that just completely throws everything off
Yeah.
and try something different. And then when we start back in the fall, then I'll go back to using my thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I throw the ball well, but I have the ability to throw the ball well, but it's just not like something's not vibing. I don't know if it's up here. I don't know if it's here. Like I don't know what
It's
it
never
is.
your fault.
Yeah, yeah. So it's always the ball. So like I don't know. It's but anyways, but yeah, so I bought that ball during the summer. The what was it? The Pathogen ASIM, I think.
I couldn't tell you.
Austin throwed some crazy ass 2-inch pin layout on it,
It's just the
and
typical the
yeah,
I forget what it is. It's like 2x5 or 2x6 by
it
5.
looks crazy though
Yeah.
because like literally everything is this way, and my fingers are like right in the middle of it. Like it's crazy. But honestly, it rolled well. Like it was controllable. I had a little bit of pop down lane. Like it wasn't anything crazy. So once the fall season started, I'd kind of been looking at some of their other stuff, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna order this Pink Moon that they came out with,
Mhm.
and it's apparently an overseas release, which they're all made in China, but it's an overseas release, and I've been impressed. I mean, you saw it roll a couple weeks ago. I shot my highest set of the year. I shot 785,
Yeah.
and I mean, I literally moved a total of 5 boards. I mean, the ball rolls excellent. But I've got another one. I have their Path Rising Solid,
Mm-hmm.
which is it's black, which black bowling balls always roll good.
Typically, yeah.
It doesn't have a huge core in it. From all the videos that I've been looking, it honestly reminds me of your level, in
Okay.
my opinion. Like I feel like it's kind of that roll, that kind of not crazy early, but early and smooth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not very strong, so we'll see. I was kind of hoping for something to replace the Black Scout, which I don't think that that's ever going to happen unless it's a Black Scout.
Yeah.
I think that's the only replacement for a Black Scout
Well, it's
is
because
a
they just
Black
don't really they
Scout.
don't really make balls like that no more.
No, and I mean that. And let me just tell you, if nobody has ever thrown one of those or seen one of those, that ball is absolutely excellent. You cannot go wrong with like a mid-range solid cover with a pancake weight in it. Like it's just that ball has done stuff that I would not ever like. I would have never imagined.
Yeah, your closest thing you're
I'm
gonna get
actually,
now is like mix, axe,
yeah,
trick.
yeah, and it's still not
Nah.
like it's still not. You know what I mean? It's still not the same.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I'm just trying some new stuff, trying some pyramid stuff,
It's funny. I
and
tried to look that ball up to show people, like just videos online, just whatever. And it always makes me laugh when it says it's an overseas release, even though technically every ball.
It's all made in
Yeah,
China.
you know what I mean. Like, yeah, it's all technically overseas, I guess. But
Yeah.
that's good though. I mean,
Let's see.
right?
For the people, let me see if I can find the picture of it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Are you interested in any of the swag stuff that
I don't know if
Bowler
you can
Smart's
see
doing?
that or not.
Yeah, we can see it a little bit.
I got a little bit of a glare. You can kind of see it. It's like it's pink, white swirl with some red in it. Um, on paper, it's supposed to be like one of their stronger balls, and I was a little skeptical. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to be honest with you. That ball is very strong, but it's not crazy early. It's not too long down the lane where I'm going to blow it to the break point. It's honestly a pretty good middle lane ball or middle reaction. But like the first week I threw it, I threw it like 5 frames and literally was like, okay, I can't throw this anymore. It's too much ball. And then the next week I throw it and I shoot 780 with it and don't move. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, but yeah, it rolls really well.
Good. I feel pretty confident in talking about some of this other stuff because I know that you throw a little bit of everything. Are you interested in any of those like swag balls that Bowler Smart's doing now? Isn't that Bowler Smart own swag?
Yeah, that what was it? The Craze
Mm-hmm.
looked really good. Whichever ones those were that there was two that was it Luke did the videos on that
Yeah,
looked
hold on,
really
let me look.
good.
Yeah.
And I mean honestly, like I mean they look good as far as appearance.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean they all the videos that I've saw on them, they are all actually different. Like there are different motions and different shapes, which is good. And I kind of like the rebranding,
Mm-hmm.
or like the kind of the rebranding that Swag has done. Since what is it, Bowler's Mart that's kind of taken over.
Yeah, Bowler Smart is actually
Uh,
making them now, apparently.
yeah. So like, yeah. I mean, I think they look pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, I talked to Luke a lot, and he told me this is the one that he
Yeah,
kind
I mean that looks good. I mean it's good shape down lane. Like it actually gets down the lane.
of. But yeah, I mean it's cool. I mean I'm always on the side of there being another option for people
Mhm.
because I'm even though I'm like I said being with Storm, I always rep Storm, I always promote it. But I always,
Absolutely.
if they want a motive ball, get a motive ball. If you want a Brunswick ball, get a Brunswick ball. Now that there's another option that actually looks like it could be something, now will it die out after like a couple weeks and they just don't really make the money on it and just move on? Probably, just because there's already such a huge, I guess, monopoly already with the three major brands as it is. So
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean they could sell really well.
they could.
I mean, especially since they're kind of rebranding or whatever. But
Mhm.
I mean, you don't know until you try it.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I'm just like I'm in that spot now where I'm a firm believer of just trying different stuff. Like
I totally get it.
I don't want to throw the same old stuff that everybody else is throwing.
Mhm.
Now don't get me wrong. There's a few of them that are real good,
Mhm.
and I like them, but I like to be different. Normally, the stuff that's different that people don't like rolls really well for this guy.
Yeah. That was for me too. Now I've kind of had to gravitate towards like stuff that I know rolls pretty good for me because like even like the stuff that I threw and loved when I rolled with the thumb don't roll that good for me anymore.
Yeah,
But it is what it is. But
yeah.
uh, anything else really going on? You want to talk about?
No, we got a little practice sesh tomorrow with the king of Dalton himself.
That's right.
Shout out Chad Bailey.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I haven't really had like a real practice day in a long time.
No, man, it's been. I mean, I've literally not practiced in probably a year at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, no
Um,
kidding.
and like actually practicing on something other than a house shot. You know what I mean? Like tougher, which here lately I feel like is where I've bowled better
Mm-hmm.
on
Also,
tougher stuff.
yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was joking with Chad, but I was also telling him like I'm serious at the same time. Like I am bringing literally everything because
Yeah,
I need to know what some of this stuff does on something that's not house, and then like
Yeah.
kind of get a better idea. But
Yeah, I'll probably take at least three 3-ball totes. Probably three 3-ball
yeah,
totes. I don't
that's what
think
I'm
I'm gonna
saying.
bring
Yeah.
more than that. Yeah.
Uh, I
But
got
I'm
some
gonna kind of
here.
bring a variety. I'm gonna bring my big balls that roll real good on short, and
Hmm.
a couple pearls, and just variety. Maybe some urethane just to try.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm bringing my car basically has a majority of everything I have, like the newer stuff. And also I had stuff in there
Yeah.
because I tried to pitch change, didn't really work out, so I pitch plugged everything. So I got all that stuff in my car too. But I got some stuff in here, like the XL because the bottle is really good. I'll bring it just to kind of compare it to some of the newer stuff, like the what's it called, the new Attention Star. Um,
Yeah, the S2.
and yeah, and the Ion Max kind of get like better. I could, compare it to see what
Yeah.
the differences are. And I'm only bringing this urethane ball just because, like, the black and
Jesus
the.
Christ, what did you hit that thing with?
So this is it's really not that bad. It just the sandpaper makes it the scratches show up.
Oh, did you hit it with sandpaper again?
Yeah, yeah,
What is it? Like 500?
400.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's that wet sandpaper. So I heard this trick a while ago, and it was mainly for this ball because this ball gets real slimy. It is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So service is really good for it, but what they do is they hit it with sandpaper first, and then you put whatever service you're going to put on top of it. But you just do it by hand. You don't need to do it on a spinner because it just cuts way too deep. And
Sandpaper by hand or sandpaper on the spinner?
sandpaper on the spinner. I mean, by hand.
Okay, and then whatever surface you want on top of it.
Yeah. So you do it, and then it makes it where it don't you don't feel the oil just clam up and like group together on the ball. You know what I mean? Because your thing
Yeah, yeah,
already do that anyway, but this one just seems a little different. I don't know
yeah.
what.
Every time I've seen you throw that, like I just feel like every time I've seen it, it looks real greasy.
Yeah, and that's kind of why like I don't really throw it a whole lot. And then
Yeah,
with us bowling like all those bracket challenge tournaments this year, or at least planning to, they've
yeah,
kind of picked up the PBA rule where you have to throw like the newer urethanes that have the higher hardness. And being Sign Storm, this is literally my only option. Which it don't roll bad. It's just like I have to really use it quick and then get out of it because it just don't really shape like the pitch blacks or my hustler
yeah.
does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so Austin buys a Hustler online, right? They had them like super discounted and all this. He buys the Hustler, throws it. The ball rolls excellent. Was super excited to be able to throw it in some of those tournaments this year. And then they put the rule out about the hardness thing, and it does not meet the requirement. And I was like, oh no,
I don't
that
know.
sucks.
I know I'm technically mirrored right now. I wonder if I can fix that real quick.
Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I am too.
All right. See that bad boy right there? This is arguably, without a doubt, the best urethane ball you can buy. Not even joking. I've had this thing for
I
a
mean,
long
for
time.
real, like that ball rolls really good. Like it is. We were a little skeptical at first, but that
Oh
ball
yeah,
rolls excellent.
but yeah, it kind of ruined my day when I saw they were doing that, and I was like, man. But it is what it is. You kind of have to
Yeah.
do what you can. But I've also, like I said, I'm only going to bring that, and I'm going to bring the level to kind of see if that will actually work, especially with that crazy layout I did. So I'm hoping, and if it works, I might actually get like the 78 IQs and do that crazy layout with that too. It might help.
I kind of feel like you could probably throw the 78 to start,
Mhm.
and then your level might be your next.
Well, that's the idea. That's what they're
Yeah,
trying to promote it as, but you know
yeah,
how that stuff is. Sometimes it don't
yeah,
work out. That's kind of why I did the crazy layout to kind of help it more. But we'll
yeah.
see.
I'll be honest, I did not know what was going to happen with that crazy layout that you put on there,
It was good.
but it actually rolls pretty good.
Just really smooth,
It's
but it rolls like more like a urethane ball, but
yeah,
it pops a little bit. Not a lot,
yeah,
just a little bit.
yeah. Hey, go to our TikTok. You can watch me throw it too. I
Hey,
threw it the last pitch in league the other day, and it honestly rolled really good. I mean, I
yeah,
struck.
I got videos of both of us actually.
But hey, back to the swag stuff real quick.
Uh-huh.
Hey, swag, Bowler Smart, whoever, if you're looking for somebody to test some of your equipment and do some reviews, hit me up. Now, is that going to work? Probably not. Yeah, look
Hey,
at
I've
that
gotten
right
a lot of
there.
free. I've gotten a lot of free stuff from a lot of companies, and just by asking, and you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
You really just gotta talk the talk. They
Yeah,
didn't
I
real
tried
bad.
with Pyramid. It didn't work.
Yeah, and then this is the level, and you can tell by looking at it, like the pin is nowhere in sight. It's not drilled out.
No, it is nowhere inside.
TG's not even drilled out.
Yeah. Yeah, the pin's
Look
still
at that
there.
though.
It's just on the other side of the ball.
Yeah,
It does roll really well, though. I mean, I have to say. It is honestly impressive because I mean, you and Chris are the only two that I saw throw it, and it rolls really well.
yeah. The secret is like I've also heard, like I've been talking to a lot, like my rep too, and then some other people about what to do layout wise for, but mainly to get this urethane ball to roll like other urethane balls, and then they said people are doing this with the level. They do 5 by 4 by like -2 in VLS, which is not how you do 2LS. So you kind of have to basically you everything on the other side of the valve angle, and it just makes these like crazy looking layouts, and it kind of basically just gives urethane another shape, which is kind of cool. But
Maybe that's something that I need to
I
try.
also had this brought up too. Yeah, I think you would like it.
What were you saying?
We could try something like that on. Oh, I was saying we could, but before I say what I was saying, on giving it a try for you when you do get that rampage, we could do
Yeah.
that
Well,
and do
I know
like
that Absolute Power has that crazy two-handed layout on it.
it's
Well,
really not
so
that
for
crazy, but
you,
yeah.
it's not, but for me,
No, it was like
it's a
5.5.
little different because I mean, literally, the mass
Yeah,
bias is like in the palm of my hand, and dude, that ball
yeah,
rolls awesome on a house shot. It rolls
hmm
good. Like I threw it on last time we bowled on Cheetah. That's the only ball I threw on Cheetah.
hmm yeah. Probably just because like it for you, it just instantly rolls up, and then you kind of just
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
kind of like play angle.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But with the U.S. Open going on right now, you know they're on TV today.
Thor,
Oh god,
what? Sorry, he hears something.
you good?
He's taking off outside.
No, you good? Yeah. Did you know that bowling's on today?
Is it? I
Mhm.
did not know that.
They're doing the 9 through 5 step ladder today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was going to pull up the standings as of right now because I think they're still bowling, or they might be
Let me
done now.
see. I saw something
I got it right.
posted just a minute ago. I do see that Andrew Anderson locked in the top seed.
He did. He's been bowling
Dude, did you see
crazy
the
good.
videos of him on all four
Mm-hmm.
patterns? He threw the same, like he was in the same spot on all four patterns. And I was like, honestly, that's impressive.
Yeah, they try to paint it like it was versatility, and everyone's just like, you know, be like, what's versatile about it? He's literally standing left,
Yeah.
throwing
Yeah. I
right.
mean, he's in the same spot, but who can knock him though? I mean, it's hard to play the
Yeah,
same line on four different patterns. But at the
yeah.
same
So
time, if it
so
was
they're on.
versatility, it would be lofting the left gutter, playing up the right gutter. You know what I mean? Like all different areas of the lane.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
what you
that's
got
really
there?
good.
I can't see
But
it.
yeah, so yeah, they are locked in right now. So today it's going to be Grandpa who made it in over Belmo, barely too.
I'm looking at your thing you got here. Okay.
You good? Then it's Grandpa versus Prather. The winner of that will bowl Landon Jordan, that kid,
Is that the kid that took?
and then yeah, he
Okay.
throws motive. And then the winner of that match will bowl
Look at
Tom
old
Doherty.
Tom Doherty getting in there.
He pulled it through.
Mr.
He pulled it through.
100.
And then whoever wins that match will bowl tomorrow.
Anthony Simonson.
Or no, no. Never mind. Tom Doherty bowls Samo. Then the winner of that match, or whatever the winner of this guy here will bowl Samo. And then whoever wins this will have to go into this step ladder right here. of Francois, Chris Vi, EJ Tackett, Andrew Anderson.
Dude, EJ freaking lit them up, man. The last like
He almost
7
didn't make it
games,
after
yeah,
the.
he
Yeah,
lit them up to get in.
I know. So out of, I mean, you could say the top four, but let's go top nine. Out of the top nine, because they're the ones who go on TV. Who do you like, and who do you think is going to win?
So it's the top 9 that bowls.
Yeah, because 9 through 5 bowl today.
That's so weird. Um, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Graham Fall threw the ball really well last week, but
Have you seen that thing that they're promoting right now about what he had to
for
do
his grip,
with his
yeah,
insert?
took his insert out and
Yeah,
taped the hell out of the hole.
yeah. So it's basically just an empty
Yeah,
hole and
with a
just
bunch of
tape
tape
like
in it.
the
Hey,
bottom.
man, whatever works.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
whatever works.
I think it's just more impressive. I think it's more impressive that he won doing that, and he's still doing that.
So I like Anthony Simonson.
Mm,
I'm gonna say it's probably either gonna be Graham Faw or Anthony Simonson that takes it.
that make it through.
No,
Oh, you
that
mean the whole
win the
thing?
whole
Okay,
thing.
okay, okay.
But
Yeah, I
I
think
think
it.
Graham Faw will beat Prather.
Okay,
That Landon Jordan kid, I don't know if it's his first time on TV. He might be nervous. So I think that Graham Faw
yeah,
will make it through him. Tom Doherty, I don't know because that dude's either going to shoot 100 or he's going to blow it out of the water. But then from there,
okay,
I feel like Simo's going to run it. Simo's going to run the ladder because just being honest,
okay.
I would never want to be the 1 seed.
I
'Cause,
understand both.
yeah,
I
I would
understand both.
never want to be the 1 seed. I would want to be somewhere a little farther down where
Mhm.
I know what the lanes are doing. You know what I mean? And I can get in. Now, don't get me wrong, that could definitely hurt you. But I just feel like the 1
Yeah.
seed curse. You know what I mean? Especially like when we do our tournaments, which this is completely different, but when we do our tournaments on Thursdays,
Mhm.
the 1 seed curse has been bad.
Which I do like. I kind of like your prediction, and we might actually clip this and put it up if you end up being
I think
right.
Simo.
So you think Fall's going to beat
I
Prather,
think Fall will
and
make his
then
all. I
Fall will
think
beat
Fall will make
Landon,
it all the way to Simo,
and then lose to
and then
Samo.
Simo runs the ladder. Now
Okay, good
I
prediction.
know
Good
that's a
prediction.
crazy prediction.
Great clip though. It'd be a great clip if that ends up
Yeah,
being the case.
yeah. Somebody let me know
That's a
what
hell
the
of a prediction.
odds on that is,
Well,
and where can I
funny
put the
enough you
money
say
at?
that. So there is a website. Unfortunately, where we are at, we can't vote. We can't, gamble.
Wow,
But
you're in
there is
Tennessee.
a site called so Bet Rivers,
Yeah,
right? Is an online sports
yeah.
book kind of. It's only available in Arizona, Colorado, Delaware, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia. But those are the only places that you're actually, allowed to actually, bet. But they do have bowling on
Really?
there. I'm gonna see if I can look up the. Hold on.
By tomorrow,
It may not. It
I
may
could
not
be
let me
completely
put
wrong
this.
after the first match.
Yeah.
But I say Samo wins it.
Well, we might have to look at this up another time. But they actually do have bowling stats on there. You actually can bet on bowling. If this tells you anything, I know that like Cam Crow,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
example, he was plus like 50,000 to win the U.S. Open, and you could have bet like a minimum of like $5 and won like $50,000 or something crazy like that. But they also did it to where like they did it really cool, where you could also do like matches where like you could pick like certain people
together.
in the
Yeah,
field. Yeah, and then we're like, who do you think is going to make the cut or whatever? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And then you could bet like that. Like I hope one day we get to the point where we could do that kind of betting, and then you could bet like $2, $3, $4, and might make a couple hundred. That'd be nice.
Now, don't get me wrong. We are not telling people to bet.
But if you can bet in your state, I'm going to give you some solid betting
Yeah.
advice.
Hell, I can't. So literally, I am not even a mile from the state line, and I
Mhm.
cannot use any of the sports betting apps at my house. I have to cross
Really,
the state line to use it.
that's it. But I'm going to go. I think I like your prediction of Samo winning, but if I have to go with my own prediction, I'm going to say. Let me pull this back up. I'm going to go. Grandfa will beat Prather, and I think Fall will lose to Landon.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just have a strange feeling. And then I think Doherty will beat Landon, and then I think Doherty will beat Samo.
Really?
I don't know why. I just got
Picking
a
the
crazy
hammer
feeling.
guy? How dare you?
It's not even that. I mean,
No, it's a
then
yeah.
I think from Tom to Frankie, that could go really either way. But I'm probably going to go Tom again, then Tom to beat Vi, and I think EJ will beat Tom, and then from EJ to Andrew.
You think?
Even though I think Andrew would be really cool to win, I think Tactic's probably going to pull
Yeah.
through.
I think my only other pick to win would be Chris Vi.
It'd be interesting. I just don't. I don't feel as
Do you
confident.
know?
I will say though,
Do you know what they're bowling
if I was
on?
betting money though, it's that same crazy pattern. The day 4 one.
The one that's like spotted?
That's what they're bowling on. Yeah,
Oh
on
my
TV.
god, that looks awful.
That's what they've bowled. It must not be that bad because there's been some crazy bowling
Yeah, they
going
put
on.
some numbers up on it, but on paper it looked awful.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's. I think so even though I did say that I think Doherty will beat Samo because I think that's just a crazy bet to have, but I think when it comes to like EJ, Samo, and Belmo here and there, it's kind of hard to not say one of them are going to
Yeah,
win. It's just that. But if I was betting money, it's hard to not say EJ or Samo.
yeah.
And the only reason why I'd say not Andrew, if I was betting money, because I'm sure your odds are not that good of making money. You know what I'm
Austin's gonna
saying?
drive to Louisiana so he can bet money. Anyways,
Nah.
go ahead.
One of these days, one of these days they'll make it work in
Yeah,
Tennessee. It might
yeah.
be a while, but it'd be nice to be able to bet on bowling and like I walk in, I pull up to was it DraftKings or whatever with $20 in my pocket, and then I put in $2 sprinkles bets on a bunch of people.
And then cash out when you can, when it gets above two
Yeah, that's what I'm
dollars.
That's what
I
I'm saying.
made money. So
Exactly.
what's
It'd be cool.
your over under on Simonson throwing a backup ball on TV?
Has he thrown back up this whole
I
entire
don't
time?
know. I'm curious because
Ah, it ain't gonna happen.
no,
It ain't
okay,
gonna happen. Now I say that though, if Grandfather does run the ladder and the left is just that good,
Simonson will throw a backup
then
ball.
maybe,
Yeah,
maybe. But it just depends on how bad the
yeah,
ride is. Which I'm not gonna lie though, a lot of people give Samo this credit for being this, which totally deserves it. But with a backup ball, some of these kids like Eric Jones and like what's his name, Dio
yeah.
Bernard, and some of these other kids that I've seen, what they've been able to do with backup balls is
Dude, Eric
insane
Jones's backup ball is insane.
because they actually hook
Oh
it.
yeah,
Where Simo's backup ball, he kind of plays it really
yeah,
straight. Which I'm not saying that straight's
yeah.
bad by any means, but I'm just saying that it's just crazy to think that some of these kids have been able to get their wrists to go that way.
I mean, maybe they're just like really double jointed like Buttriff.
I don't know.
They got that crazy
But yeah,
like
we've been
when
going for
they're
about
holding the ball like I don't know. Yeah, where they're like up in it like that. Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
just with the left.
But either way, I think it's still going to be a crazy telecast.
Yeah, I think so.
And honestly, I mean, anybody has. I mean, anybody has a chance to win. Anybody has a chance to run the ladder. I do feel like though that Grandpa will probably go a little bit in the ladder only because he's coming off of, coming off the win. He's got the confidence. He bowled well this week. I mean, that's good stuff.
Mhm. Okay, so to end it right here, I guess.
We don't need to end.
Even though it's only like the second, even though it's like the second event of the year, who do you like for Player of the Year?
So, did you watch the Packy video where they were asking everybody that?
Yes.
So, Player of the Year, I think Player of the Year is either going to be EJ Tackett again or Anthony Simonson. And I think,
well, I'll tell you this.
I think Rookie of the Year by far is going to be Ryan Barnes or that Cam Crow kid. Because that Cam Crow kid, I mean, his approach is a little crazy, but dude, he throws it really good. He hammers on the ball.
Well, I'll tell you after basically today, Cam Crow also made the top 16 of both tournaments. I'd say he's got a really good shot. Yeah. It's probably more than Ryan right now.
Yeah, because I mean, Ryan didn't make the top 16 of this one, which he made the cut the last time, but he didn't. But
he did. Cam Crow also made the last one too. So, no, I think you're right. I think EJ is probably the favorite. But I will say though, if your prediction is right, and Grandpa does run that ladder until Samo, it's probably going to be Grandpa.
Yeah, I mean, if he comes out and wins the first two tournaments of the year, it's going to be really hard, no matter what the hell he does after this.
Well, of course, if he wins, but I'm saying that if he also has a really good TV showing and then he loses to Samo, and then Samo wins, I guess I'd say Grandpa is probably an early.
Yeah.
Really, it boils down to whoever wins the first couple times. Yeah. And then it kind of just it races from there. But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and end it here because we're about in an hour. You got anything you really want to say?
No, just y'all just go check us out on all social media stuff. Be on the lookout for more videos. We're gonna try to do more podcasts. Maybe the next time we won't be on on webcams. Maybe we'll actually sit down together and do this. But
I mean, I think this is fine. I think this is fine.
Yeah, this is not bad. Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're far away from each other. I mean,
no.
It's literally a 20-minute drive to Austin's house from mine. But yeah, no, just go check us out. Look for more bowling content. If you guys got any, any topics you'd like to discuss or anything like that, let us know. We can talk about it. Yeah, go from there. Hey, I do have one. There's one thing that we did not talk about. So what are you throwing right now that you like? And what has been, so say 2024, since we're in 25. Okay. So what are you throwing now that you really like? And it could be even a ball that came out last year. And what was your favorite release of 24?
Okay. What I'm liking right now, I mean, I would have to go Physics Blackout. I like that one. Haven't really done nothing crazy number wise with it, but I do like how it rolls. And when I did some different pitch stuff, that one still rolled pretty good, even though the pitch thing really wasn't ideal, but it is what it is. I also like this ball that you got. I got it right here, actually. This Gear 300 formula. Yeah, I know you can't really see it.
Yeah.
It's a global ball. And it's a
what did you say it was? The Harsh Reality Pearl?
It's the cover of the Harsh Reality. Yeah, it's the cover of the Harsh Reality Pearl, and it's like the overseas core. But this rolled really good in our tournament down in Dalton when we bowled on Badger.
It did.
I like it. But I would have to say that, Physics Blackout. And then I haven't really thrown it much this year just because this ball typically sees a lot more play when I'm bowling a tournament where I know they're going to be a little easier, I guess.
Can I take a guess?
Sure.
The Excel.
It is 6 out there.
I knew it.
Yeah, this ball's good.
I knew it. Yeah,
This one, this
that
is a
ball rolls
sleeper,
really
only.
good for Austin.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of those ones when they discontinue it. I'm gonna be really sad just because not a lot of people throw it. But man, it rolls good.
It does. It does.
This has been like my every time we bowl on Dalton. That's like I know it's going to be like an actual like sport shot with some volume. It rolls really good. When we went down to Calhoun, every time I've done this one literally the whole time.
Literally.
Yeah, I need to throw it more honestly, but I try to kind of save it for tournaments when I know that I need to try to do something. But my favorite ball from last year, it's going to be probably that, and then of course like Summit Peak, Optimum Idol. Those two are real high up there too. What about you?
Yeah, your Summit Peak rolls really good.
Yeah.
Man, I've got so much different stuff right now. Like
It's kind of
I
how I
don't
feel.
even have like I
Like,
mean,
I
I'm
didn't even
not
include
even
like because I didn't even include like Ion Pro, Lightning Blackout, Ion Max. I think that was really it for
yeah.
like the balls that I really liked from last year. But
Yeah. That on Pro though for you, that's a really good like when the lanes open up ball and you kind of get that weird hook down lane. Austin can kind of get left and just wheel that thing and it rolls really freaking good.
it does.
Um, so for right now, um, I've been throwing the uh, pyramid ball. Shout out pyramid. Maybe if I keep, throwing stuff on social media and promoting and whatnot, maybe y'all hook a boy up. It is what it is. It doesn't hurt to keep trying.
What you need to do is you need to get you a pyramid jersey, but it needs to be like hieroglyphics all over it and like
yeah. I need to contact Bolify and be like, what kind of crazy pyramid jersey can you make me?
exactly.
So the pyramid ball rolls really well. My other ball that rolls really well is that freaking Marvel Pearl. So it
Yeah.
is the Marvel Max Purple Pearl. It was an overseas release sometime last year,
Mm-hmm.
and that ball is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It rolls good on a house shot. It rolls good on pattern. That was my Badger ball, 52 feet. Man, that thing rolled so freaking good.
Well, balls of
Um,
that work good. That's kind of like that gear formula, even though it's such a strong ball, the
yeah,
cover was so clean. We're like on patterns like that where it's not really a whole lot of volume, so you
yeah,
kind of need that help to get
yeah,
it.
yeah. I mean, you need something that when it gets down there and you catch that 8 feet worth of friction that you got, you
Yeah,
need to be able to use every bit of it.
yeah.
Yeah. So that, and then what's the other ball I was throwing? That Ion Pro rolls real good, but the
Mhm.
absolute power, and it sounds crazy, but I keep that ball at like 360, 500 ish, whatever. And like, if I put the fresh 360 on it and we throw it at a tournament or whatever, once it starts to wear a little bit, man, it rolls so freaking good.
Yeah.
Like it's good for short with the 360 on it, and I'm talking like Scotch Brite 360, not a 360 pad. We're getting in there. I'm
Yeah,
digging.
I'm thinking about going to like Home Depot today or something like that and getting
Yeah,
like the real like Scotch Brite sandpaper or whatever, and just
dude,
using
that's what I
that.
got. Yeah, I bought a pack at O'Reilly's, a 3-pack. It was like $8.
Yeah, I want to get some in this when we go to Dalton tomorrow to practice. Like once
Yeah. Oh,
that
dude,
pairs over,
yeah.
I'm going to Chad be like, "Hey, you're going to have to rerun that for later."
Yeah. I'm gonna be sitting over there surfacing by hand, throwing dust everywhere.
That's right.
Uh, Yeah, it looked like that TikTok if nobody's seen it, the one where I hit my black scout
God, I would pull that up. I would have gone
with
down
a
that hard to find it.
sanding. Oh, dude, it's way down.
Yeah,
With
that's way down there.
so I worked at a body shop and I grabbed one of the 600 DA pads for the orbital sander, and man, I'm telling you, it cut into that black scout. And I don't know if that ball's been the same since then, to be completely honest with you,
It's
but
all bad ever
rolled
since.
good for the time. But anyway, so absolute power. Those are probably my three favorites at the moment.
Uh-huh.
And then I think last year, I don't know what. Um,
You still threw a majority of Brunswick stuff last year because you didn't
Yeah.
actually you didn't actually drop your contract till like April or May or something like that, right?
Yeah, I dropped my contract in April. I already had a few balls kind of stashed and ready, but
Mm-hmm.
I did drop my contract in April. When did that Absolute Power come out?
It was the first ball that they released last year.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite. I mean,
Yeah.
that ball has just been like that ball rolls so well.
Mm-hmm.
I threw it Thursday night. I've not really been throwing it because I feel like here lately there's been a lot more volume down lane,
Yeah.
and I've struggled with balls like that on our house
No, I
shot
totally get it.
where they get really early and I just cannot get the damn thing to hit down lane. Like I can get it to the pocket, but I can't get it to get
You can't carry
the
nothing.
corners out. Yeah, I can't carry anything
Yeah.
because it just doesn't have enough drive. But like Thursday night, man, that ball was good. I mean, Jackson and Neil were like, "Are you just going to keep hitting light the whole time?" I said, "It's striking, isn't it?" I said, "I'm not moving." I said, "When I flush one and I don't carry a 10, I'm going to move left and hit light again because it is literally sending pins all over the place." But yeah, I would say that's probably my favorite ball. And I will say that is the first time that I will tell you that's my favorite ball, and it's a storm ball. It's the first time I've not ever told anybody that it was, well, first time in 10 years anyways.
Yeah.
That I've not had a Brands of Brunswick or Ebonite International Fantastic Four, whatever you want to call it, ball that was not.
It's so funny because a lot of people tell me that Absolute Power, Absolute Power is kind of hit or miss, just like this one. Yeah. But like on paper, the Absolute Power and this are basically the same thing.
Yeah, but they're so different.
Yeah,
like the Absolute Power for you rolled nothing like that.
No,
but that ball right there.
Yeah, and like I said, down the road, I'll have to probably find another one, or if not, just kind of have to.
Yeah,
I want to be like one of those guys that like, no matter like the label's going to be gone, I'm still going to throw it.
Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen those before. Yeah. Talking about Black Widows, I've seen several people that have a Black Widow Assassin that came out like I don't even know how many years ago.
Oh, Sunday night, 100%. I already know you're talking about.
Yeah, they bring it to me to surface it, and I'm like, dude, the logo's almost gone. Like, what the hell? The only thing you can see is the USB-C number on it.
That's all you really need, to be honest.
Yeah. But I think Absolute Power is probably my favorite ball from last year.
You know, one thing I was going to talk about.
Continuing over, yeah.
One thing I was going to talk about, we might save it for like next week or whatever. You know, yeah, we'll save it for next week. I was going to do a goals list for 2025, like what you wanted to do, either tournament wise, score wise, average wise, whatever. But we'll save that for next time, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been good, guys.
Yep, been good. Like we were saying, if you have anything you want us to talk about next week, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try to have some special guests maybe in the future.
Yeah,
we have got to get Tony Klein on a podcast.
I know. I was waiting for the comments.
We have got to have the senior tweener on a podcast. Also, if anybody doesn't know, y'all check on Tony, make sure he's okay. He did hurt his knee Tuesday night.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I don't know if you heard anything
else. Not there Thursday, so hopefully.
I got an idea. This is what we're going to tell Tony. Right? Whatever camera, Tony, if you're watching this,
yeah,
we'll have you on.
Look straight ahead. Look right at it.
We'll have you on under one condition. We have to make the roll off on Tuesday night. That's the only.
That's right, Tony.
Yeah, you have to work. You have to work for it.
Hey, you saying that? He can't do it by himself.
I know, but
Hey, I'm not going to lie though. We have won. We've went 3-1 the last 2 weeks, missing somebody. So maybe we just need to keep somebody needs to lay out every week. We just need to rotate because we've been doing better.
Robert, right? Well, this has been good. It's been real.
Yep.
It's been fun. See y'all